Hey guys, Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2007 Kawasaki Ninja. What is that, 1200? No, just kidding, it's 250. 250. That side looks really nice. You come over here. This side's got some crack right there, a little scratch. Look at the walk around video. This is the test drive video. And what I want to do is answer the age-old question of who is this bike really made for? And is this bike fun for experienced riders like those guys? So if you're stepping up from like a moped, if you've been driving a moped 1 speed, maybe even 2 speeds, and it tops out at like 26 miles an hour, this would be a huge improvement. Like, this would just be like everything you ever wanted. If you're stepping up from a cafe racer bike that you're building in your mom's basement and it's never actually ran, this would be a huge improvement. Let's hit this corner. It's definitely a light and nimble little thing. I mean, it is really light. You could definitely have fun hitting the corners real hard. If all your buddies are riding these, you're gonna have a blast. I mean, I would have a ton of fun if I was riding with like 2, 3 other guys who were all riding Ninja 250s, and we were all about the same pace, and we're all kind of racing around, doing the speed limit, not speeding because it can't, and I think we'd have a lot of fun. If you're riding this and you're trying to keep up with people who are riding like 600 Super Sports or really just anything bigger than this, yeah, I don't know, you might not have very much fun. Your buddies would have to go real slow just for you to keep up, and you'd be all like, oh man, I wish I had more. Here, I'm full throttle. I mean, it doesn't have that snap. There's no point in this bike where you're like, whoa, and pull my arms off. But for a lot of people, that's good. It's a great bike for you to learn the mechanics of riding, learn how to lean, learn throttle. I mean, if I do this on my leader bike, my one wheel is up in the sky. That's why you get to learn all this stuff on a nice little innocent 250 Ninja. You can full throttle it all day long. It's like the Miata of bikes. It's not very powerful, but it is a lot of fun. But it's definitely geared, and it's got enough power that you could easily cruise on highway speeds. I mean, easily. No problem. It's got all the power for that. I don't know what top speed is, but I'm sure it'll do over 100 miles an hour. I've known a lot of guys who start out on these bikes, and some guys, this is all they need. You know, they want to keep it safe. They want to be safe, and they like being safe. I'm sure if you wanted to like rev this up to like 12,000 RPMs and dump the clutch in first gear, I'm sure you can get that front end up off the ground. Maybe we'll try it, I don't know. 6,500 miles, it's such low miles for this bike. And when it comes to getting parts for it, this is the same bike. They made this bike from like, I think 1986 or 1987 to 2007, and that's when they changed the body style of this bike. So it's easy to get parts for it. Really easy to get parts for it. It was the same bike. And they kind of went with the mentality of why change it if it works, it sells, people like it. This was actually their #1 selling bike for a lot of years. And it was interesting that no other bike company made something similar until the last couple of years, when you got the Honda 300 and the KTM 390 and then the little R3, and everyone's kind of getting in the game when Kawasaki's been killing it. Great move on Kawasaki's part. And it is a great bike, you know, they're definitely very reliable. They're fun to ride. I love to hear that someone's just getting into riding, they're learning how to ride, and they picked up one of these bikes. I hate hearing, yo, my first bike was a Hayabusa, or my first bike was a GSXR 1000. I don't want to be a wimp. That drives me nuts. Those people, someone gave that person bad advice. Let's go right. Let's go left. Now listen, I know I'm gonna hear tons of people comment. They're like, yo, my first bike was a supercharged Hayabusa when I was 12 and I'm still alive. I don't care. Does that mean you would recommend it to your daughter or your son to learn on? No, you wouldn't. Okay, it happens. People learn how to ride on bigger stuff. That's life. In an ideal situation, you don't give your kid a Ferrari to learn how to drive on. Let's be smart here. Where am I? Where am I? I think I know where I'm at. But these things are definitely fun. You could definitely, it's a pretty smooth bike. You can definitely catch yourself going faster than what you thought you were going. And I like it. I think it's the person who's made for this bike is someone who's smaller, someone who's just getting into riding, someone who is scared of stuff, someone who is smart and getting into riding, someone who just wants something, someone who's small, some really small person. Awesome. Guys, this is a great bike. It runs very well. It idles good. I only had to have it on choke for a little, I don't know, a little bit before I took it off choke, and it ran fine. 60, it's about to roll over to 6,600 miles on it, which is nothing. Legit nothing. Alright guys, check it out. I'm going to jump on the highway with this thing. Check out the other video, the highway video, and we'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. Yep, there we go.